recording, so we'll go ahead and get started. I
Great.
will introduce myself. I'm Melanie Price, and we are the Bod Squad. And I'm just excited that we have a coach who wants to share what she knows and what she loves and what she has achieved. When Danielle popped into I think it had been a while back, she had mentioned something about it, and I just happened to see it. And then she mentioned again that she would be willing to offer a presentation about the compensation plan. When it just so happened, I had just heard once again in my coaching career, you need to read the compensation plan. And that is something that we all do. We need to have that compensation plan printed and accessible in a book near your desk workspace, for your pleasure reading or for your curiosity, whatever. But I was just excited because when a woman wants to share something, it means something to them. Like, we share the things that are so important to us, like a good mascara, a good cry movie, great foundation. So when someone comes on and says, I want to share the compensation plan, you got my attention. So, I actually don't know Danielle. I just know that we're a coach. I know that she's a mom and a wife, and
I know. And I realized I did not send you my intro. I'm usually better about that, but it's been a busy week. So I was like, I'll just intro myself. It's fine. I totally
that is
forgot.
fine. Take it away. Intro yourself.
Hey guys, I am so happy that you have me on today. And it is true, when you have something that you want to share, I completely believe in network marketing, whatever company you're with. But I do believe that most women, even men, but most do not know the compensation plan. They know like the promotions and the things that the business or company focuses on, that are recommended to get you right to where you need to be. But there's so much fluff and stuff in the middle that is beneficial. So I've been a coach for 12 years. In a couple of weeks, it will be officially 12 years. And it's hard to believe. But when I started this, I was actually a travel nurse. So reading policies and procedures was a norm for me. So I read the policies and procedures because I was starting a business, right? And at the time, it was for my personal training business. And I was looking to have more resources. I was looking to improve my own health. So it was just normal for me. I know that's not normal for a lot of people. And the policies and procedures can be a little heavy. But when you're learning along the way, if you even just dip into it where you're at in your business, it's super important. So I'm going to dive right into my presentation. Oh, if you can just hit the security thing and allow sharing. Zoom, so protective these days. I know why, but it's like every time you gotta do that. So
Oh, I see. Sorry.
yes, under security. No, it's okay. I'm used to it because
Yeah, it
it
was
always
the only
walks.
one. Is that usually the case? It was the only one not checked.
Yeah, no, it's
Okay.
pretty common every time. I
Okay.
think it's just because of the issues that Zoom has been having. They
Okay.
I think limit it on purpose. Okay. So let's share this. So we're going to be breaking down the weekly, monthly commissions. And I'm going to give you a little glimpse in my presentation of who I am. So this way you guys hear more about me and why I present on this. As a coach, even a few years in, I felt proud to be one of the coaches that it was like, Danielle definitely knows that. Danielle knows the most random and weird information. Danielle knows the stuff that none of us know. And not only because I do a little bit more research, but because I do have a very good memory. I do have a little bit of a picture memory, so I remember things, and it's easy for me to share that, which is a blessing for our team. Today, we're going to learn how to earn a commission, where to put your focus, and how to personalize those personal goals for your weekly income goals. Why is Danielle talking about Beachbody income? So with Beachbody, I have actually earned the Financial Fitness, Financial Independence, and Total Financial Freedom Awards. Did you guys even know those existed? If you didn't, I want you to take a quick screenshot of this and look in the FAQs. You can fill this out. I did walk across stage for this. This is something that used to be recognized on stage. And because of all the people right in our company and all the things that they recognized, it's something that kind of got pushed back. I do wish they still did it, because for myself, my second summit, my husband was with me. And when we both saw families on stage shredding their mortgages, that was something they recognized recognized. I wish they still did. That was big. It's not everyone that, pays off their mortgage or gets rid of their mortgage. And that really hits to a lot of us because it's probably one of the heftiest things that many of us have. Or, if you're renting and you're wanting to buy, to see that potential and possibility is there. I am on track to be a part of the Legacy Club, which is $1 Million Earner. My goal was April of 2021. And in 2020, we all know that life shifted, but I had my third child, and I'm okay that I haven't hit it. It was a big goal. I'm getting there, right? And I know what I need to do to hit it. So I'm super excited that that's on my goal list and that's even a possibility for me. So I did hit 6 figures. I do want to say, as most of you know, that Beachbody cannot guarantee any type of income, right? But the more you know about how to earn money in this business, you can get to those goals and the things that you want to do. I did that within 6 years of being a coach, but 4 years of actually working the business and without rank. My highest rank was a 3-star diamond. And I share that because I did not do that with rank bonuses. And I think that's really important for people to see what the potential is. And not get too bogged down or distracted by the rank if income is something that you really need. I'm sharing a little piece of my journey because I want you to see the pace that I did this at. And I'm going to share with you why certain ranks or certain stages are super important in this business. I hit Emerald rank within 2 weeks. One of my friends from college, she absolutely loves Shakeology. I had referred her and she joined so she could get the discount on it. And my mom, both of them still drink Shakeology to this day. They're both still coaches on my team. And I'm super proud of my mom because she actually signed up. She did something in her business last month that was like to keep from dropping to PC, right? Getting a customer and stuff. I was so proud of her because she really did it on her own. After all these years, like it was just nice to see that she's kind of emerged. I didn't hit diamond for 2 years, not until December of 2012. And it was because my coach Trina had like a little incentive and I just wanted to get to that next level. So I didn't have any business builders, right? I had gradually been growing over the 2 years. And I don't think they had the military waiver back then because now as a military spouse, they do have that. So it is a little incentive for military, but I didn't have business builders. I just had Shakeology lovers, right? We had 2 flavors of Shakeology. By then we had 3. And that was really it. And we had our workout programs and stuff like that. It was so very simple, right? Very minimal. In January of 2013, I had a 4-month-old. My husband deployed 5 weeks after she was born. And I started a free group. Not only did I need it for myself to just keep from being distracted, right, while he was gone, and to kind of like learn about motherhood along with other moms, but that free group, we just had fun. I did some fun giveaways. I just kind of rolled with it and did what I wanted. There really wasn't I don't want to say there wasn't structure because there was. I had guidelines and things that I did, but I was new. I only had a few customers, so it was easier to kind of do things at a different pace. We started with 8 people and within a month had 88 people in the group, all from them just bringing people in. And that's where I found my best team members because I just looked to see who else was supporting people naturally and who was doing what we do. And I know you guys hear that a lot, but those challenge groups, the free groups, sometimes people find that they're not beneficial or you're not getting paid for your hard work. But the reality is my team grew from that. So it depends on what you're putting in it and what you take from it. In the fall of 2013, I started coach training. What we have now in the back office, there were 7 teams in Beachbody that Beachbody reached out to and said, hey, we're looking to do training and we want to see like what we can get from this. And we kind of created with a few guidelines. And it was absolutely amazing because it stepped me into that leader role. There were only 4 of us with Trina who created that. And that is literally the game changer. So if you're looking to take that next step, be a part of those things. Say yes to those things because it pushes you into that leadership role and then allows your team as well as others watching you to see that. Because I was leading Zooms, because I was doing those things, I would share that and people were like, okay, this is kind of the next level, right? This isn't just her selling shakes or this and that. It's like, oh, this is like business coaching. This is interesting. And then in January of 2014, I really sat with Trina and was like, what the heck is this team thing about? Like, I don't get it. Like my money's coming from retail. Like if I sign them up as a coach, then I'm not getting commission. Like, how does this work? If you see that gradual progression, I didn't come in as an emerald and be like, hey, how do I make money from a team? Right? I gradually got there. Now, I do want to ask you guys, what do you find is the most important rank? If you guys can open up and say it, I'm just going to go quick because I know we have a short Zoom here. But to me, it always will be Emerald. A lot of people will say Diamond because you get the higher cycle bonus pay, or Star Diamond because then you get bonuses. The reality is, the quicker you get to Emerald, even if you have zero plans of working this business ever, Emerald starts accruing volume. This is huge because if you have this as a backup plan, if life happens tomorrow, you lose your job like many people did 2 years ago, your parents get sick, your kid gets sick, something happens that you weren't expecting. You've had your coach business for 2 years, you haven't sold a lick, you didn't want to, but for 2 years, you've been accruing the volume that the team above you has been filling in. Anything that happened underneath you, right, is now accruing. It's in this little money bank. If this is a lot, if you're like, what are you talking about? This is a time to maybe ask, right? Like, ask about that point volume bank, ask about how you gain benefit from the team aspect. But that Emerald rank, I have a video, I can share it. It's why I get to Emerald right away. I show my numbers and it literally shows 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and then $14 here, $20 there. But then in 2013, when I started working the business, it was like $250, $400. Like, the income started increasing, right? Because I already had volume accrued over that whole time. The most important rule to know about Emerald is that you have to stay active or you lose that volume. It doesn't mean that you have to be buying product. It just means you have to have at least 50-point volume in personal or customer sales. This is important to know as well. I was just reading this on someone else's site yesterday. Beachbody literally is the only company that does not require us to have our own personal orders. That is huge. Right now, the average family needs every family needs an average of $500 to cover the same expenses as last year. Every flippin' family, everyone we know, everyone needs $500 more than what they were spending last year for the same exact thing. That means their heat, their water, their gas, their mortgage, right? All of those things add up. So those people are the ones that maybe they're not ready to spend yet. Maybe they love Beachbody and they know that they're only using Energize, right? And that's not going to keep them active, but they're willing to share about Energize. They're willing to share that. So this is, and then of course, if your Success Club is important to you, that's when that 90 PV of personal volume bumps up, right? This is super important to know though, especially as leaders, because when people come into this, I hear a lot of people say have to, and I'm like, this is a choice. This is probably one of the only companies that it's actually a choice. It's not a have to. And sometimes that Success Club might not be worth it, right? If it's going to put you into a financial bind. So it's important that we know these next few things that are coming here. Creating income goals starts with, number one, replacing the cost of your own personal products. Do you know what you're currently spending on your own personal products? I want that to be homework for you guys. Write it down. It's okay if it's $50, if it's $200, whatever it is. Ultimately, in any business, you have to absolutely love the products you're using. It has to be for you first. And automatically, it's a win because you're saving money on the products you would already be buying if you were not a coach or weren't looking for the business opportunity, right? So you want to cover that cost first. So if you have a hesitant spouse, if you have, some resistance and they say, hey, you're spending XYZ, $90 a month that we don't have. Oh no, I'm not actually spending $90 a month. I spend it and then I'm actually also making $90 a month. So it's zero. It's costing me nothing. And if we want to put money towards the heat, if we want to put money towards gas or things like that, I can actually, do this and earn even more if I want to. It's important to know that because for a lot of people, they don't recognize how much they're spending and they don't recognize what maybe they're bringing in to cover that. So this is the average, right? This is the average. If you're a coach and you're spending $97 a month, your second month, if you refer people, so your personal product is going to be $105, coach fee of $16, waived if you're military. I put body in there just because it's like, kind of typical. And then if you have a Shakeology renewal or order, you're going to get $32 commission. If you have one person who orders a TSP, that's about $50 or more, depending on the level. And then if you have one BOD annual customer, that's a 40% commission on that BOD annual. That's going to be $48. Just those three things is going to earn you the coverage of your own product, right? Of that basic, those few basic things. Knowing this helps you to bring in the money that you personally need. A lot of us get distracted by Success Club. And the best thing about Success Club, the reason that they have it there is that corporate wants it to be, hey, if you're hitting Success Club every single month, that means your business is growing. Where we all get lost is that everyone's consistently thinking of the people coming in, the new, and forgetting about the other people they already brought in and how to take care of them. I want you guys to think right now, think about how many businesses you repeatedly support. Think how many businesses you go to the same grocery store, you go to the same hairstylist, you go to the same movie theater, you go to the same pizza place, right? How many places do you consistently go to? When you find what works for you, when you find what you love, no one wants change. We want comfort. I want to know I have the exact place. Like we just moved to Tennessee. I am so thrown off guard. I have to go to new grocery stores. I have to find new products because they don't have all the same things. It's uncomfortable. I go to the store, it's overwhelming. I try to do it online and it's like, I got to look at all the ingredients again. It's overwhelming. We like comfort. Think about that. Your customers want to come back to you. So don't be afraid to go to the people who've already said yes, because the people who have said yes are more likely to stay with you and be consistent, especially if they know that you're listening to what they need. When we first moved to Virginia Beach, I remember looking for a pizza place, right? I'm from Jersey. Pizza is absolutely amazing in the Northeast. Anywhere we go, we're looking for pizza places. And we try a few. We try a few. And then we find the one we absolutely love. And that's the one we order from almost 90% of the time. But every now and again, we'd go to a different business just to support them. Think about this. How many customers do you have that are brand new, that are just getting into fitness, just getting into nutrition? They've never done it before. They don't know where to start. And you help them get on Shakeology. And then they don't order it again. They're a little questionable. Do you support them as they're trying other products? As maybe they get a shake from Target, or maybe they get a shake off Amazon, or maybe they go to another MLM company. Be their support system. I'm so proud of you for trying things and finding what works for you. I'm here for support. Even if what I have isn't the right fit for you, you will not believe the impact that that has when you're taking care of them, even when they step outside of you and your lane, because that is what they're looking for. And ultimately, we do want what's best. I have customers who are allergic to some of our products, and then we have to find them alternatives, right? Or help them with alternatives. And I love having the resources to refer them, because guess what? When someone's looking for something, they're going to refer them to me before the product that they're using most of the time, because the only reason they're using that product is because they can't use and they know the benefit that I'm bringing to them. So next slide. This is a little breakdown. If you're looking to earn, this is a great screenshot. I am going to share this with Melanie so you guys have this, but this is how you can break down your weekly income, your focus, what you're bringing to the table. If TSPs are a lot right now, budget friendly tools is what people are looking for. When people say, hey, everyone needs a TSP, that's awesome, but everyone can't afford it right now, or they're not looking for that. Upselling right now is just not where we want to be, because the reality is they came to you for fitness, focus on bod, right? And if they say that they want the 6 month and it's like, oh my God, that's horrible. Like save some more money buying the annual. That's great, but that's their decision. You share this picture with them and you say, hey, I know that you're interested in the workouts. Here are the three, right? Here are the three options that you have: 3 month, 6 month, annual. Which one makes the most sense for you? And if they say 3 month and you're like, oh my God, that just doesn't make sense financially, get them in there. Just let them, right? Be like, awesome. I'm sending you a share card. They order it. After 3 months, when it gets close, you have a little reminder. Hey, Susie, how's bod going? I know you've been checking into the group. I know you've been showing up. That's awesome. You're about to renew. I know that, right, this one looks like it might be more appealing. You'd save a ton of money if you do the annual, right? And if they're like, oh, I just really can't spend that right now, I hear you. I get it. Like, I get it. I just want to make sure that I'm here to support you, and I want to make sure you're getting the best deal. And then some of them might be like, hey, yeah, I really love it. I want to do the annual. I've also been seeing you do Shakeology. What's that about? Right? And then you could say, here are your options. You could get them separate. If you want to get Shakeology with your bod, here's the package. And it's $160. Those baby steps keep them there for the long haul, and they know that you're ready to support them. So hopefully you guys have been looking this a little bit. If you help one person get started with annual bod, if you help one person with a TSP, if you help two people with a Shakeology sampler, I forget those things are there. Our business, our team boomed because we created 4-day fat flush. We created 5-day fat blast. We created those. We sold these to them. And then Beachbody said, we don't want you selling anything. That's not what our company's about. We want everything going straight to their door. We don't want coaches having back stock of stuff. We don't want you ordering it and having to resell it, right? That's not what this company was meant for. There are other companies that do that, where you buy first and then you sell at the price that you want to. So they created these little samplers. That's what Beachbody did. They saw what we were doing, they saw what we needed, and they created it. It's one of my most favorite things about this company. They're consistently listening to coaches and what they need. So when change happens, like it recently has, it can be a little overwhelming, but recognize that that change is coming from people within, is coming from our own coaches, right? As well as corporate working together to create those things. Know the tools you have. We have product lists in the back office, print them out. If you're new or you don't know about a product, ask. Don't be afraid to ask, but write down when someone says foam rollers. We have foam rollers. Don't go to Five Below, right? Don't go to Target. Don't go to those stores. Like, are you looking for any equipment? It's a great question to ask people who just recently started to work out at home. Are you looking for bands? We have those things. Let me send them to you, right? I'll add them to your cart. So this way, you know the resources that they need and you know the resources that we have. I'm going to go to the next slide here. Boop. Okay, here's another little glimpse of it, right? Now, looking at this and all of these tools and resources, I want you to think about your top 3, your non-negotiables, the 3 things that are always in your life. My fitness, right? I do bod every single day. I log in every single day. I work out with my workout buddies, probably 4 days a week, at the same time every single day, and we do the workouts. Share that kind of stuff. But that I'm going to talk about, right? My Energize. I've got Energize. I never used to use it until I had a 3rd kid. I don't drink coffee. I didn't use Energize. So once I started using it, you better believe every day. And I tell people why I didn't use it before. I didn't need it. I didn't use it until I needed it. I didn't just use it because Beachbody had it. I did not need it. When first thing came out, I was like, I don't need that. I have Energize. And then when I heard about it and it was like brain fog, I was in a brain fog. Most of us were. And I only used it for a few weeks and I haven't had to use it since, but it was amazing. Some people are still using it. So use those tools. So Energize, Shakeology, and Beachbody On Demand would probably be my top 3 that would be easy to talk about, that I could share because I use them every single day. Your top 3. Those are what I want you talking about. Don't be distracted by everything, right? The other things can be in your life. And when you're sharing them, I'm having a conversation on my stories. I'm pouring my Energized packet while I'm having a conversation. I'm stirring it up. I'm drinking it. I'm saying, that's freaking delicious. I love this stuff. Never used to use it. I use it now. And then in it, I'll put, hey, do you need an extra boost of energy for your workout, in a little poll? And then if people interact, it's like, okay, now I'm going to talk to you about it, right? They consistently see you using a few things. It's less overwhelming, right? And then you can open the door when they see you doing different things. Or if you have something going on, hey, I've got a group going on. Do you want more details? It can be as basic as that. But know what your top 3 things are and what you're going to be focusing on, and keep it a little bit more simple. Come on. Okay, creating income goals. This is your second one. Now it's time for your residual income. I'm going to share this little tracker. I want you guys posting this. I want to see this. Tag me on Instagram. Right now, it's nothing fancy off grid, but I think I'm changing it to Griffin's off grid. We recently had a life change. We're out in Tennessee. We're literally building an off grid house. I couldn't have done any of this without Beachbody. We used to live on the lake in Virginia Beach, which is another thing we wouldn't have been able to do if I didn't have this business and this income. And we completely changed our lifestyle. But this right here, share with people why you do this. Fill up a tank of gas, pay off your mortgage, savings for your college, for your kids, car payment, whatever it is. You don't have to write the number. You don't have to put $30,000 of credit card debt. You don't have to put $25,000 vehicle. You don't have to put $400,000 mortgage. Just put what it is that you're working towards. And when you hit 10%, right, you fill it in. When you hit 20%, you fill it in, which means every week that Beachbody income comes in, where is that going? What is that going towards? know what it's going towards and talk about it. One of my favorite pages, oh my God, I'm going to forget her. It's the Budgeting Mom. It's something like that. Every single week, she shows her budget. She shows where her money went, a percentage. She does the percentages and things like that. And she's an open book about it because she went from super broke, super in debt, and then created the system and program and now shares it with other people. People want to support you more than they want to be sold to. So if they see, oh, Sarah is, saving up for Susie's college, like I'm going to buy Energize. I'm going to buy a pre-workout from her versus going to Target, right? It might be a little bit more, but it's going to be really exciting to be a part of that goal and that journey. Having that conversation with your significant other, with your family, why you do this, what it's for, and what it's going towards will make it more tolerable when you have to do something that might be a little inconvenient for the business. My first few years were inconvenient, but my marriage sucked and I didn't have to put a lot of time and attention into it because my husband was deployed 80% of the time. But Beachbody saved our marriage because I sent him a workout program while he was deployed, while we were working on our marriage. He committed to it. He committed to personal development. Like we've had a lot of roller coaster changes over this time span, but communication is probably the biggest thing. Success Club and Success Starters. This is super important. I want to talk about this. We're going to go over it quick. Success Starters, right? It didn't used to exist. I didn't have it. Didn't make sense, right? Like I still push through even though I didn't have it. You can earn your ticket as a Success Starter, earning Success Club 3 months out of 6 months, your first 6 months, but you can also earn that income to pay for that ticket. So sometimes we focus on Success Club and we need to recognize if that's for us or if that's really for our coach, right? If they only want to promote BOD, and that's what they're really good at sharing. Every now and again, they might get a TSP. There's changes to our Success Club. So in the coming year, this is going to be a lot easier to work with. But elite points come from coaches hitting Success Club. And I'm hearing more and more, I have to Success Club. My coach drills it into me. I've got to. But if it doesn't make sense for you, you need to have that conversation. I'm not discouraging Success Club. That's why I have a disclaimer on the bottom. But we need to know who it's for and who it's okay if they don't get it. The issue is you get it for 24 months, 36 months, and then all of a sudden you miss it 1 month and you feel defeated. You feel like a failure. You feel like, oh my God, I don't get any of the incentives anymore. And let me tell you, once you get incentives and then you no longer get them, it's really hard, especially bonuses. When you're a Star Diamond and you get bonuses, right? And then you don't get them, it's like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? Right? I'm not getting this bonus anymore. This is part of like, I have to show up for this. So know what that purpose is. I know we're short on time, so I'm going through this quick. The new Success Club stuff, I'm super excited about this because guys, we're going to earn Success Club from accrued point volume, which means when our people order anything, that's going to go into this little point volume bank. And when you earn 125 point volume from new orders, even if they're old customers, new orders, if they haven't ordered in 90 days, then that's a great time to check in with them because that is going to help you towards that Success Club. But you can earn those points now, which means it's not just new people who are important. Our old people are just as equally important. We need to take care of them and they can also fuel our business, our income, and Success Club. And then new coaches now have a cash incentive. I'm not going to touch on that, but that is going to be a big thing to bring people in. Did you know BOD and Body is a 40% commission? That's huge. 40% of that goes to you next week. If you need money next week, BOD and Body are it. If you have a $7 day pass, you get $3.20 from that. I think it's easier for me to sell 10 day passes than it would be for me to sell Shakeology. I'm just being honest. So if you know what your commission is and you know what you need, you know where your focus is, you can push, right? Hey, get a day pass. Hey, get a day pass. People pay $20, $30 for one workout, not even a full day pass. For a day pass, they get access to all of it. Keep it simple, right? Keep it simple and know where the money comes from in this business. 25% on accessories. So when they order through you, 20% on apparel. Everyone has workout clothes on. No one's working out naked. How many of us talk about the apparel? How many of us say, hey, I just got this awesome shirt. I normally have Beachbody apparel on when I do these calls. I do not have it on, but like they had a cardigan at Summit this summer, right? Like they're already wearing these things. So just say, hey, I love this. It washes well, they wear well, they stay well. That's huge. It's quality and it's still affordable. And they often have things on sale. And there's plenty of stuff that doesn't say Beachbody all over it for people who are just customers and aren't coaches, right? So those are things you need to know. This is a screenshot. This is not something I'm diving into, but this is something that I want you guys looking at the FAQ. There's a lot of things, especially with customer leads, that we do and don't get paid for. So it's kind of diving into this. This is a lot. Even me looking at it, it's like, oh, this is my least favorite. But it's just getting a glimpse of it and opening the conversation with your upline. When you're curious about something, open that conversation. If it's something that you're talking about, then guess what? Other people on the team probably need to talk about. And now the leaders on your team can be like, hey, let's dive deeper into this. Let's dive deeper into where you make commission, point volume, earning volume, what all that means. That's not for a brand new coach. That's not for a brand new coach, right? That's not where we're at. We can earn bonuses from Shakeology Fast Start, all of this stuff, guys. These printouts, they're all right from Beachbody. They're on the FAQ. If you type in how to earn commission, these things pop up. You don't have to go through that whole policies and procedures, right? If you can't get that right away and you want to just dive into this. Team cycle bonuses is why people grow teams. However, this is what happens. People push for diamond. I want to get to diamond. I want to get to diamond. I want to get to diamond. I didn't do it for 2 years. And when I got there, I did start to get paid because for 2 years, I was earning that point volume. They push, push, push. They get to diamond. It's so exciting. I get to go to the diamond soiree. I get to go to do this and that. And I get a little tag that says diamond. But my pay does not feel like I'm getting paid for the amount of time that I'm working. And the same thing happens when they get the star diamond. And the same thing happens when they get to premier and elite in their first year or second year. I don't feel like I'm getting paid for what I'm worth. I don't feel like I'm getting paid for what I'm putting in. It takes a good 4 to 5 years to solidly build income in this business. It's the patience, it's waiting for the long haul. I've been in this for 12 years. My income has fluctuated. I don't sit here and say, oh my God, Beachbody changed the thing, so that's why I'm not making money. No, our life changed. I was okay with taking a step back and having a dip in my income because we did not need that, but I needed to be home, right? I needed to, like, there was an important shift. That is why people get into these companies and this business, is because it allows you to step back when you need to and to dive back in when you need to. You always want to have toes in the water. You always want to be there. I wasn't growing a team. I was taking care of my team. I wasn't bringing in new customers. I was taking care of my current customers. That's still important. That's valuable. You need to give yourself permission to have that conversation with your coach of, hey, this is what I need right now, right? Like, I'm not going to hit Success Club for you to get to elite. Sorry, like, but this is what I need right now. Okay. We're important. We're our inner circle. Our team is outside of that inner circle. We need to take care of us. If you're thinking about leaving this business to go back to work, something's not right. Something's not right, because this is exactly where you can get those things. The Star Diamond bonuses also. This is what happens. That's why you'll see a lot of people who have left the company this year. And I want to talk about that because when PCs hit and people started dropping, and people started losing their bonuses, things change, people leave. Bonuses are bonuses. They are not income. Never use that money until it is paid into your bank account. It is the most important rule. It's not how everyone lives. It becomes an expectation. You're relying on other people for your rank, right? While you rely on other people for retail, you can bring in new people. That's a lot easier. But if someone drops off tomorrow on rank, did you already spend that money that you were expecting when your rank dropped the day before you were supposed to qualify for a bonus? This is important. Have the money before you spend it. You're still getting the same things. You're still living the same quality of life, but you're just waiting until it's in the bank instead of stressing yourself out financially beforehand. The bike, the bike studio. This is amazing, guys. It's like you're getting paid for your bod right up. Look at this. For $1,600, you get $120 commission. That's what bonus points are. But $1,800, $200 more, you're earning $216 more. And they're getting 3 years of body and bod. So it's basically like they're giving us, right? Like that bod and body commission. That's an upsell that's worth talking about, because it's like, hey, if you want the $1,600 bike, just so you know, with the $1,800 bike studio, you get 3 years of your bod and body. You don't have to worry about monthly payments. It can go roll right into your monthly payment for your financing, right? That's huge. So that's a great change that you just had. Take a screenshot of this. I'm going to show it to you. What I want you to look at real quick, because we have 1 minute and 20 seconds left. The description of the coach. 3 coaches, 3 different ways to earn. Look at that fifth column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total of 4 months. Who earned the most in 4 months? As a new coach, retail is important. Rank is not going to pay. If you have someone who needs, and I mean needs, income, you need to be able to coach them this way. You need to be able to coach them that they are going to focus on retail because that is what is going to get them paid right now. It's going to keep them here. And then when they're ready to rank advanced, right? When they have the income that they need to keep them here, to get them, right, making sense. Look at that. $1,100 is way more. Like, if someone could use that a lot more. So this is important to know and understand. I'm going to share that. So don't worry, you'll have it. Few resources. I'm going to share my MLM income tracker, coach customer checklist goal tracker, which I shared in here. Let me see if I can do this real quick because I want you guys to see this before. Okay. I know I'm not rushing. Here it is. So I'm going to send this to you guys. Oops, I didn't share. No, hold on. This is exciting. Okay. So this is literally everything. Obviously, this works for all MLMs, but this is to track your revenue, your income, and your expenditure. Literally every single day, you can put that in what you're bringing in, and you can know what your numbers are.